campers. Camp out October 12th, 13th, and 14th of 2012 at the Bayou Shores RV Resort in Galveston, Texas, located on Hurd Street just off the 61st Street Bridge on Offatts Bayou. The campground was pretty sparsely populated. Pump had site C17 and Jim had site C16, and we could overlook Offatts Bayou. All you had to do was just look out your front window and you could watch Offatts Bayou. You could see the duck coming and going, the birds. A really great view. We'll have to try this place again. Also on the property is Boudreaux's On the Bayou restaurant. We didn't give it a try. Didn't look like they had too much business, but they were open and available in case you needed them. They got quite a few boats anchored here at the campground. As you walk around the pier, you can see them. There's fishing from the pier. So if you want to go fishing, we go down there. Be sure and bring your license and your fishing tackle. There was a couple fishing there when I was there, but they weren't having any luck, but they were having lots of fun fishing. The guy said he is a native Galvestonian and come down there to go fishing from East Texas. So I watched them fish for a while and visited with them. So maybe they'd have better luck next time. They weren't doing any good this particular day. They were right out on the end of this dock you see here fishing. While I was there, some pelicans came in. These birds are very, very graceful. Watch this bidding come in and take a landing here, and we saw lots of pelicans. It was windsurfing. This is out on the east beach. You can see that guy going along. He's got a kind of a parasail parachute-like thing. It drags him back and forth across the water. There you can see the parachute up there. I would estimate that when he was going across there, he would probably traveling close to maybe 10 or 15 miles an hour, maybe 20 miles an hour. So we want to keep watching him here, because in a minute, he'll take a look at it. Just watch him here. He's going to go plumb up in the air. He catches a wave. When he catches a wave just right, look at that man fly. Wow, that's pretty exciting. Unfortunately, we only got to see this one guy doing that. About the time we left, another windsurfer come up there, and he was giving it a try. But we didn't get to see him, but looked like really exciting. I don't believe this was this man's first day, because he was really good at it. We were watching him back from the road, and he must have been out there the whole time we were looking at the condominiums and whatnot. He was there windsurfing. So this fella really knows what he's doing out there. After the windsurfer, we had to go down and take a look at the ocean. So Betty took a look down there. She went down on the beach and got her feet wet to see what the ocean was like. Kind of warm and salty that day, I suspect. This particular part of the beach you couldn't drive on. They had a barrier up there at the parking lot, so we walked across the dunes and got up on the beach. And here's a look at the condos. They had really nice condos. You can see these from the the highway as you drive along there. Don't know anybody who's staying there, but they really do look like some nice condos they've got there. So maybe if you know anybody, find out who it is, and we'll visit with them next time we go out there to the beach. Here comes the patrol. They do patrol the beach pretty regularly, and I think the charge is about $6 or $8, something like that, if you want to get your car on the beach. But there's only very limited automobile access. This was one of the points where the patrol were there, but there was no private vehicles on the beach at this particular time. The East Beach, we went back to the campground to watch the activity on Offatts Bayou. There was several sailboats anchored right there at the dock at the campground, and there's one of them went out. We thought maybe he was going to sail around on Offatts Bayou, but this was pretty late in the evening when he went out, and we never did see him come back. So obviously they must have spent the night out there somewhere on the Bay. And this little old white bird was just across the road from where we camped, and he kind of had this territory all to himself. Every now and then another bird would come over there, and it'd run him off, and pretty soon he'd be back. He'd kind of go down like you see him flying there, and he'd circle around and come back and look for bugs. There were some water skiers out there. This time I got the camera ready, the guy had already fell off the water ski. You can see him in the water there. We thought maybe he'd get back going again. You can see he's on the rope, but they put him in the boat and they milled around there for a little bit, but he never did get back up on the water skis. So I guess he'd had enough for the day. So that was the end of the water skiing. A little later on, there was another pleasure boat headed out there. There they go. It was, I guess it was about 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. So they was beginning to pick up a little bit more activity on the Offatts Bayou. But means school was in, and it was actually in the fall. There never was much activity. I thought as warm as the weather was, there might be more. Now they were taking duck tours. Here comes the duck. We thought about riding it, but you get on it at the seawall at the Big Pleasure Pier on 25th Street. I think the rides are $18 without the discount coupon and $17, so maybe we can make that next time. They take about a 1-hour tour. They tour old downtown and come out on Offatts Bayou for a little time there, and then they go back and you get off and get in your car and come back. Now here's a shot of the group at the campground. It's toddy time, and everybody's had their toddy, and we're just waiting to turn in. Everybody had a good day.